Okay guys, imagine this. Ikaw yung queen. Akala mo, you're living the royal dream. Castle, jewels, gowns. Tapos next thing you know, yung husband mo, yung king, is accusing you of treason, cheating, or witchcraft. Ganon kalala yung love life ni King Henry VIII of England. 6 yung asawa niya, 2 yung pinungkutan ng 2, nilayasan siya. Yung isa, natsugi sa panganganak. At isa lang guys yung nakaligtas. So, grab your tea, your kape, your tagay, mga snacks dyan, o kung ano meron kayo dyan, pumwesto na kayo. Kasi today, pag-uusapan natin ang juiciest royal chismes in history. The 6 Wives of Henry VIII. Ito na yung request nyo guys. And trust me, this story has everything. Love, betrayal, religion, power, and a lot of executions. Okay guys, quick disclaimer lang. This video is created for educational and entertainment purposes only. So all historical events, details, and interpretations mentioned in this episode are based on verified historical sources, reputable historians, and recent research available to the public. So while I made sure na lahat ng information ay fact-checked and accurate, tandaan na some historical records, especially from the Tudor period, are subject to debate and interpretation dahil kulang or biased yung mga sources ng panahon na yun. This video does not promote hate, violence, or political bias, and it's not meant to disrespect any religion, culture, or historical figure. The goal of this content is to educate, inform, and spark curiosity about history in a relatable conversational way. I encourage you guys to explore other reliable materials and scholarly works if you want to learn more about the topic. So now let's get into it. Okay, so sino ba si King Henry VIII? Si King Henry VIII became King of England in 1509. So umpisa, ano siya? Opa, pogi, athletic, charming, parang you know, the full package. Pero habang tumatagal, guys, naging obsessed siya sa isang bagay, ang magkaroon ng lalaking tagapagmana or heir na lalaki. So bakit nga ba obsessed siya na magkaroon ng lalaki na tagapagmana? Kasi guys, during that time, no, super big deal for kings na magkaroon ng male heir. Kasi guys, yun yung magpapatuloy ng dynasty nila. So without it, baka maagaw ng ibang pamilya yung trono. So basically, no, lahat ng pag-aasawa ni Henry nag-ugat sa takot niyang mawalan ng lalaki na magmamana sa kanya o susunod sa kanya sa trono, ganun. At dahil sa obsession na yan, nawasak niya yung simbahan, tsumugi siya ng mga asawa, at binago niya yung buong history ng England. Pwede ba? Okay, now let's go to the list ng mga naging asawa ni King Henry VIII. Wife number 1, si Catherine of Aragon, na tinatawag nilang the Devoted Queen. So, ang first wife na si Catherine of Aragon, isa siyang Spanish princess. Anak siya ni na King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain. Yes guys, same sila ng royal family na nag-fund kay Christopher Columbus. So originally guys, si Catherine was married sa older brother ni King Henry, yung si Prince Arthur. Kaya lang guys, natsugi ng maaga si Prince Arthur after a few months of their marriage. So, si King Henry, siya yung sumunod sa trono and eventually, pinakasalan niya si Catherine. So, everything was good at first. Mahal talaga ni Henry si Catherine to the point na tinawag siya ng mga tao as quote-unquote the most loyal wife. Pero after several pregnancies, isa lang talaga yung nabuhay. Yung anak nila na si Mary. And Henry was like, okay, pero girl. So for Henry, hindi sapat. He believed na si God was punishing him for marrying his brother's widow. Oh guys, yun talaga yung excuse niya. So gusto niya ng annulment, which means hindi divorce ha. Annulment is like saying na this marriage was never valid in the eyes of God. Pero sabi ng Pope, sorry, can't do that. At dito nagsimula guys yung kaguluhan. Dahil hindi pumayag yung simbahan, anong ginawa ni King Henry guys? Take note, gumawa siya guys ng bagong simbahan, which is yung Church of England, para siya mismo yung magdesisyon sa sarili niyang kasal. So basically no, iniwan niya si Catherine after 24 years of marriage. Siya yung OG wife na tinanggal para sa bagong babae na si Anne Boleyn. Alright, next up, wife number 2, si Anne Boleyn. Yung tinatawag nila na the rebellious queen. Okay, si Anne Boleyn guys, this woman changed the entire course of English history. Bakit? Kasi guys, siya yung pinagsimulan ng lahat. She wasn't just beautiful, she was smart, educated, at sobra siyang charismatic. So, itong si King Henry natin, no, super obsessed talaga siya sa kanya. Now, si ate girl natin, Anne, refused to be his side chick. Kasi 'di ba, kasal pa siya kay Queen Catherine. So sabi niya, no ring, no thing. Good for her. Kumbaga in other words, ayaw niya maging kabet. So Henry was like, fine, okay, I'll break up with the Pope just for you. And he did. Ang ganda ni ate girl, Anne Boleyn natin, no? Pero after ng ilang taon, guys, nung hindi rin siya makabuo ng anak na lalaki, only a daughter na si Elizabeth, who would later become Elizabeth I, yung one of the most powerful queens in history. Ayun na. Henry started losing interest. And soon after, Anne was accused of cheating, witchcraft, and even incest with her own brother. Like, girl, heavy accusations yun ah. But here's the thing. Most historians agree na these were false charges. Na kumbaga political setup lang para mapatalsik siya. Pero syempre nung time na yun, guys, walang laban yung babae sa king. So, on May 19, 1536, pinugutan siya sa Tower of London. And as she died, ang sabi niya, I pray God save the king. Grabe, no? After all that, she still ended with grace. And by the way, guys, no, sa modern research, scholars like Eric Ives argue na innocent talaga si Anne. Yung mga evidence daw fabricated lang. Pero may minority historians like si G.W. Bernard na nagsasabing baka may konting truth. So hanggang ngayon, debated pa rin to. But regardless, no, Anne's death marked a huge turning point kasi after her, wala lang trust yung mga tao kay King Henry. Alright, next. Wife number 3, si Jane Seymour. Ang tinatawag nila na the Gentle Queen. So guys, si Jane Seymour, sobra siyang opposite ni Anne. Kasi ano lang siya, tahimik, humble, very traditional. But just days after Anne's execution, kaloka to si King Henry. Pinakasalan niya agad si Jane. Ang bilis, girl, no? Parang wala malang 40-day healing period. Pero finally, si Jane gave birth to a baby boy na si Prince Edward noong 1537. So, syempre ba tuwang-tuwa si King Henry? Kasi like finally, nagkaroon na rin siya ng male heir. Pero hindi rin perfect yung ending, guys. Bakit? Kasi 12 days after giving birth, si ate girl Jane natin natsugi siya. So, most historians say na she died from puerperal fever. Ano siya? Bacterial infection after childbirth. So, basically, guys, kasi during those times, wala pang antibiotics or proper sanitation. So, madalas nagkaka-infection yung mga babae after giving birth. Now, si King Henry called her his true wife kasi siya lang daw yung nakapagbigay sa kanya ng anak na lalaki. Kaya nung natsugi siya, no, grabe talaga yung lungkot ni King Henry. At siya lang, guys, yung asawa na inilibing sa tabi niya. So yes, si Jane is the only wife buried with Henry VIII sa St. George Chapel, Windsor. Alright, wife number 4 ay si Anne of Cleves. Tinatawag nila na the political marriage. Ito na, guys, yung blind date gone wrong ng history. Bakit? Kasi, guys, basically, political alliance to. Gusto kasi ni King Henry ng German ally. So, pinahanap siya ni Thomas Cromwell ng bride. Ngayon, pinadala ni Hans Holbein, isang famous painter, yung portrait ni Anne of Cleves. And sabi ni Henry, ayos, she's perfect. Pero nagkita sila in person. Sabi ni King Henry, I like her not. O bagay in other words, feeling niya na catfish siya, ganun. So imagine mo, no, pinakasalan niya pa rin. Pero 6 months later, pinaalal niya ulit. And he claimed na hindi daw consummated, meaning hindi sila nag-boom-boom pow, sila nag-happy chokes. Yun yung meaning ng hindi daw consummated. Ang maganda, kasi si Anne of Cleves, chill lang siya. Pumayag siya sa annulment and she got a huge settlement and was given the title the King's Sister. Ba't the King's Sister? Hindi ba naging wife siya? Bakit ganun yung title, no? Weird. Well, anyway, she lived peacefully in England and outlived all of Henry's other wives. So technically, si Anne of Cleves yung smartest survivor. Alright, wife number 5, si Catherine Howard. Tinatawag naman nila na the tragic teen queen. So bakit ka tragic? Kasi si Catherine Howard, guys, pinsan siya ni Anne Boleyn. And super baget siya, guys. Around 17 or 18 years old lang siya when she married King Henry. Was like, 49 na pala. 49 na si King Henry nung nagpakasal siya kay Catherine Howard. Parang tatay niya na, no? Anyway, she was young, fun, and full of life, which Henry found refreshing kasi nga, thunders na siya that time. Pero behind the scenes, si Catherine had a complicated past. So ito na yung mga ito ni Marites. Sabi, may mga lalaking kilala siya even before she married the king. Like si Francis Dereham. And nung queen na siya, may mga Marites of her na flirting with courtier named Thomas Culpeper. So, nung kumalat yung chismis at umabot kay King Henry, he completely snapped. Now, Catherine was arrested, accused of adultery, and ganon din ang naging kapalaran niya. Nagaya siya kay Anne Boleyn. Nabeheaded siya in 1542, barely 2 years after marrying the king. Ang sabi daw niya, before she died, I die a queen, but I would rather have been the wife of Culpeper. Her story is often seen as a reminder of how dangerous it was to be young, female, and powerless in a king's court. Okay, last but not the least, wife number 6, si Catherine Parr. Hindi natawag nila na the survivor queen. Kasi she was mature, widowed twice before marrying Henry, and super smart siya, guys. Smart si Antiforda. Like literal na may mga sinulat siyang religious books, no? So she is known as the queen who actually saved Henry's relationship with his children na sina Mary, Elizabeth, and Edward. Also, secretly, she supported Protestant reformers. Meaning, gusto niya ng religious change, pero careful siya kasi pwede siyang parusahan bilang heretic. So, may time pa nga na gusto siyang hulihin dahil sa mga liberal religious views niya. Pero, na-smooth talk niya si Henry. Sabi niya like, no babe, I was just discussing religion para ma-educate ka lang. Diba? So after Henry died in 1547, she remarried pero natsugi siya a year later dahil din sa childbirth complications. So she outlived Henry, so technically si Catherine Parr is the only wife who survived him. So, there you have it. 6 na asawa, guys. 1 divorced, 1 beheaded, 1 died, another divorced, another beheaded, and only 1 survived. Nakakaloka isipin, no? Pero yung love life ni Henry VIII, guys, literally changed yung buong religion ng England. All because he couldn't handle rejection. Pero, behind every king, guys, may mga babaeng hindi lang wives, kundi mga survivor, strategists, at silent revolutionaries. They may have lived in the shadow of a king, but their stories outlived him. Ano sa tingin nyo, guys? Sino sa 6 na queens yung pinaka-powerful or pinaka-tragic? Let me know your thoughts in the comments at kung may baka pang story suggestions, crime, mystery, or kahit historical scandal, comment mo o i-DM mo lang sa akin, malay mo. Yan ay next Dark Chika natin. Real stories, twisted endings, Dark Chika. This is Sa Likod ng Kwento with me, Apple Season. And as always, don't forget to like, follow, share, and save. And I hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay curious. Bye!